Yo, what's up guys? Pack here, and I just made top 32 at YCS Pasadena. I played Ishizu tier limit. In Swiss I played 9 mirror matches, and I played one runic mind deck, one mystic mind deck, and then 1 sprite deck. You can find that in my Twitter, like my reports. But yeah, the format is very skillful. There's a lot of things that people don't know, like how to play the mirror yet, and so like you definitely can capitalize on that. I would say that like most of the times you lose with decks when you misplay. Like I misplayed to lose in round 3 in the mirror match, and then I also misplayed in top 32. So I'll probably talk about that on stream, so you can check me out at twitch.tv/practiceg. But before we start, like shout outs, shout out to Hani, Haisam, Nesh, Gunther for like testing with me. They're the people like I tested with the most. Yeah, and then shout out to like everyone in Bozo. Shout out to the man behind the camera, Aaron. Shout out to Wolf. Yeah, let's just get into the profile. So for the tier cards, I play all of them at max. So like 3 Pellerino, 3 Rhino, 3 Sharon, 3 Merly, 3 Hoffness. I played 1 Heartbeat, Triple Scream, 1 Crime, 1 Sully. So these are the tier cards. The reason why I play more than 2 Rhinos is because this card is like the best mill, because it plays around a Bisted and it dumps like cards like these out of your hand that gives you like really good pluses. So also if you go Rhino Heart, dump like a tier, like they need like a shuffler to answer like the one that you pitch off Rhino, and the one you send off Rhino, which is like really annoying. So as a result, they're forced to like put this card back, even though this card doesn't actually perform the fusion summon. They have to use their shufflers on Reinhardt, which is why I wanted to play 3 of this. So now the other theory is basically 3 Scream. So the reason why Scream is so good is because basically like this deck, once you get like, you want to like basically fill your graveyard as fast as possible. Cards like Scream lets you do that. It also works really well with Reinhardt, because the more of these you play, the hands in which you mill, like for example Rhino Scream, you can go like chilling 1 Rhino, chilling 2 Scream, search like a trap, and just go infinite on your opponent. That play also plays around like a Hoffness, which is why like I wanted to play 3 Scream, where like if you go Rhino pitch a Scream, you can like you go Chainlink 1 Rhino, Chainlink 2, you can like Chainlink 1 Rhino, Chainlink 2 Scream. Scream gives you the Sulliek, and then you can summon back the Rhino, pitch the Sulliek, and then you go Chainlink 1 Rhino, Chainlink 2 Sulliek. So you see like throughout the whole process, you're playing around your opponent having a shuffler, or like you're also playing around Hoffness. So like it's like really good. And then I just played these for utility. The Heartbeat was actually really good. There was a lot of times where I hard drew it, where it actually came up nicely in the mirror match, so out their field spell, and then they can out like 3,000 attack monsters. I also Heartbeat myself to kill my opponent before. That was kind of funny. The card's really good. I think it's a really insane Mystic Mine out as well. And yeah, and then the Crime and Sully, I only played 1 and 1. I didn't really want to open these cards. Like I kind of wanted to just mill them. Or get access to them off like Scream. But yeah, playing 3 Scream and playing. Also, the reason why Heartbeat was really good was it wasn't actually originally meant to be a mine out. The reason why I played this card, because there are certain lines in which you mill your traps, and you don't want to use your shufflers to shuffle back your traps. Instead, you want to send a Heartbeat and add back the traps. So like you can go Kick Close, send Heartbeat, and add back any trap as well. So basically, Kick Close always guarantees a trap added to your hand, which is like, you know, sometimes you can't always do that if you don't play the Heartbeat. So yeah. So that's like the tier engine. For the fairy engine or the Ishizu engine, I played 3 Keldo. That's the best one. It's like the second best one. My favorite one: 3 Medora, 3 Shufflers, 3 Kelbeck. This was like, it's actually unprecedented how a tier 0 deck like this has actually a lot of hand trap. It actually has 12, or sorry, 13. And I'll explain what I mean. But Kelbeck is like one of the best ones. If your opponent doesn't play correctly, you can use this to out their Dweller on their turn, which is insane. But I can probably explain all the technical play related to this deck on like on my Twitch, and hell, I might even make a video with it. So stay tuned for that. 1 Agito. I only played 1 because like it's one of like the worst names, but there's some really cool lines that you can do where like you Kelbeck your opponent, you summon Kelbeck. They usually use a field spell to pop it. Then you can Agito on their next play. Then Agito bring back Kelbeck, and you start your turn off with a rank 4 play. So it's pretty nice. And then I played for the rest of the Fair Engine 3 Orange Light. Yeah, shout out to Raph for these. But yeah, so yeah, Raph and Marcus for swapping me. But the orange light is really nice. This card is insane. I think like the math doesn't support you playing orange light with these cards, but I think you need like basically for like all the random ass decks, like you need these cards. And it's also like not even that bad in the mirror match, like going second, because you can pitch a shuffler and then use a shuffler right away. So yeah, I think this card was like really good for me. I also normaled it to make Baron a couple times. If you saw that on feature, the card's just really good. I definitely don't regret it. And then I played one Diviner. This was something basically I added in last minute. I didn't like that card that much, to be quite honest with you. It was like kind of okay, but it was like it helps you make Beatrice, and it's a really good. Once you start doing the mill 11 combo, there's just nothing good to hit except Diviner. So like playing as a one of kind of makes sense to like see if you, and when you mill 11, see if you can like hit it basically. So it wasn't bad. It gave you access to Baron. So it's pretty nice, and also like some Beatrice lines. And then Terraforming Instant God cards, and then 4 Bystials. I played these because they basically like, yeah, they're really good hand traps, but they're also just really good at making you Beatrice going first. And my end board is usually Elf, Beatrice, Dweller. That's usually my end board, and that's just like winning every time. Because like you Dweller your opponent, it can't get super poly. You detach, send like a mill 5, they're under Dweller. You mill 5, it doesn't matter, and you just go infinite on them. And then you can also use Elf to bring back Diviner, mill 5 again, and then yeah, the game just starts getting snowballed from there. But it's actually crazy, like if you looked at my deck, I actually played, if you really think about it, 13 hand traps, which is like actually like I feel like that's like insane for like, you know, the fact that like I have this many engine hand traps. So but yeah, all these cards are crazy. Like against any rogue deck, you hit a Hoffman, the game just ends. Orange light is just crazy for obvious reasons. Calbeck is also crazy, like I said. Like one of the things that people do is they make Dweller, then they go Kit effect, hit like a mill 5 whatever, and then you can Calbeck hit the Dweller, bounce it back afterwards. And then like Magnum move, obviously, yeah. So yep, there's that. So 41 cards in the main deck. Diviner was the last edition. For the extra deck, I played Elf, Sprint, Dark. I think that's all you need. So you can also play Naute Avermax, but I didn't think that was like realistic. 1 Redoer, 1 Baguska, Dweller, Beatrice, and then Zeus. Yeah, all these cards are broken, honestly. This card is crazy against all the rogue decks. This card gives you like an extra line to fusion summon with a Sharon if you have to start off Sharon, mill, whatever. This card is just absurd because it sends you a shuffler or a starter, so that's unfair. It's also your second kit when the kit gets cherries. That's why this card is really broken too, because you make Garua, and then any other way to another 6 gets you there. Baron is my synchro. Yeah, Orange Light and Diviner are like tuner monsters. And for the fusion, 1 Clydeheart, 1 Kit, 1 Sepelia, 1 Rulakolos, 1 Garua, and then once the Mud Dragon. I never made this card. That was the only card I never made this entire tournament. It's actually funny. All these other fusions were busted though. So, but this card in theory could have came up nicely. Like you can use this plus an Orange Light to bring back off the Elf to like make Baron too. I did that a lot when I was playing the Punk Tournament deck, but yeah. So yeah, that's my extra deck. And then we have the side deck. So I played 1 Call by the Grave because when I go first, I want to call by my opponent's like Spooky Dogwood, Shifter, basically. So that's why I played it. Talking about Flunder and all that good stuff, I also played 3 Dark Hole. Dark Hole is really good because like against like Exorcister matchup, being able to Dark Hole their Magnificent is insane. It also like if they usually put themselves in defense, so being able to Dark Hole is like really, really good. Dark Hole also triggers your tier name. Dark Hole is also a really good mine out because you can set your tier limit monster and then like activate Dark Hole, clear the field. You control no monsters, your opponent controls those monsters. You can then activate the effective fusion in the graveyard. If you have Pellerino up, that means you shuffle back your cards. So that means you can make a whatever and then trigger the field spell to pop their mind and cook them. And then I played also as well 1 Duster. Just like it's like the 15th card. I didn't really know what I wanted. Yeah. 3 Triple Talons. That was basically my sideboard for going first. Like my side pattern was like 3 of this and then 1 of this going first usually. But yeah, this card was like very okay going second. I feel like it's mostly shine when you go first, so that's why I sided it. But the card was alright. Then I played Scatter Shot, level 2 extender. God damn, time rules. It's funny. So Scatter Shot, like all jokes aside, I actually only Scatter Shot twice the entire tournament. I don't think time actually plays that much in the mirror match, unless both players are like really good and they're doing everything optimally. Then maybe like this card, like these time cards comes up. But usually the time cards don't come up if your opponent doesn't know what they're doing, but you know. So, Hani didn't play a single time card in his side deck, and he's still doing really well. So, Reaper, this card is broken in the mirror match. It's like really broken. Like when you hit like their kick colos, it also turns off their rule of colos. So they have to like get away. They have to get away to access crime, and then like put it back. So like this card was just really good for me. I liked it a lot. And then 3 Spooky Dogwood. I wasn't sure, like, this is my first time playing with these cards like IRL. I didn't know, like, the thing is, I expected a lot of new players to just pick this deck up and give it a shot at the YCS. So I wanted Spooky Dogwood because a lot of people would be like not know what's going on, or like, you know, not resolve their chaining properly, like make all these mistakes. And as a result, like the game state gets prolonged and like, whatever. So I wanted this just basically as a precaution where like, if I lose game 1, and I have to win game 2, and then game 3 they have a scatter shot line, I just wanted an option to like have a chance to like beat my opponent. So this was basically that card. It's like basically whenever I lose game 1 and game 2 takes a grind, or like vice versa, like, you know, having this as a safety measure in game 3 is like solid. Yeah, but that's pretty much the deck. I think overall I feel like the format is really skillful. Like everyone in the top tables were like all like known good players, and yeah, like I know it looks really crazy, probably like unhealthy for a lot of you guys who watch it, but I do have a lot of fun playing this format. Hopefully someone comes up with something even crazier, but that's really solid. The format's really fun. And yeah, check me out at my Twitch, where I'll probably explain how I could have played better in like that feature match against Hani and all that good stuff. But as of right now, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.